You wake up, rub your eyes, and the first thought that hits you isn't about what's for breakfast, but about why you are still tired. You got a full night's sleep, or at least you think you did. Yet here you are, sluggish, foggy, and already daydreaming about that second cup of coffee. Imagine if your fatigue isn't random. Imagine it as a mystery with clues hidden in your habits, your health, and even your environment. Today we're going to step into the role of detective and uncover exactly what is going on. The detective mindset. Fatigue is not a character flaw. It is not a sign that you are lazy or simply getting older. It is a signal from your body that something is off. Like any good detective, you start by gathering evidence. Picture yourself jotting notes in a journal, glancing at your smartwatch, or reading the back of a food label. According to the CDC, 1 in 3 adults does not get enough sleep. This lack of proper rest is linked to memory problems, weakened immunity, and even a shorter lifespan. But the twist is that the number of hours you spend in bed is not always the same as the quality of sleep you get. Begin your investigation by tracking when you feel the most drained. Is it first thing in the morning, mid-afternoon, or after a meal? This simple observation is your first case file in solving the puzzle. The first suspect, sleep quality. You might be spending 7 or 8 hours in bed, but if you are tossing and turning, waking up multiple times, or never reaching the deeper stages of sleep, you are not restoring your energy. Studies published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine show that fragmented sleep can be as harmful as getting only 4 hours in total. Imagine your sleep as a staircase leading down to deeper stages. If something keeps waking you up before you reach the bottom, you never get the full restorative benefits. Small changes can make a difference, such as avoiding caffeine in the afternoon, keeping your bedroom cool, and eliminating light sources that disturb your rest. The difference between restless nights and deeply restorative sleep can be dramatic once these factors are in place. The hidden stressor. Stress is like a thief that steals your energy before you even realize it. When stress becomes chronic, it keeps your cortisol levels high. This disrupts your sleep cycles, affects your digestion, and causes dramatic blood sugar crashes. The American Psychological Association has found direct links between high stress and chronic fatigue. A simple way to counter this is through intentional breathing. Slowing your inhale, pausing briefly, and lengthening your exhale can reset your nervous system in just a few minutes. You might try this before bed or during the middle of the day when you feel your focus slipping. Imagine sitting at your desk, closing your eyes, and taking a deep breath as sunlight pours in. The stillness interrupts the noise of your day and gives you a reset. The blood sugar roller coaster. Starting your morning with only coffee and a pastry can give you an initial burst of energy, followed quickly by a crash. When blood sugar rises sharply and then plummets, the result can feel like walking through mud. Research from Harvard School of Public Health shows that high glycemic breakfasts lead to greater fatigue and hunger within just a few hours compared to balanced meals. A better approach is to eat something that keeps your energy steady. Picture a plate with protein, healthy fats, and fiber. This might be eggs with spinach and avocado toast, or yogurt topped with berries and chia seeds. The difference in alertness a few hours later is often striking. Nutrient deficiencies. Your body's ability to create and sustain energy depends heavily on certain nutrients. Low levels of iron, vitamin B12, vitamin D, or magnesium can drain your vitality without obvious warning signs. The National Institutes of Health points out that iron deficiency is one of the leading causes of fatigue in women of reproductive age. A lack of B12 can cause brain fog, weakness, and even mood changes. This is why it can be useful to ask your healthcare provider for a simple blood panel to see if you are missing anything important. In the meantime, focus on foods that are rich in these nutrients, such as leafy greens, beans, eggs, fish, and nuts. Silent health conditions. Sometimes, fatigue is not about habits at all, but about an underlying condition. An underactive thyroid, sleep apnea, or depression can cause exhaustion that does not go away no matter how much rest you get. Sleep apnea, for example, affects millions of people, many of them undiagnosed. It can leave you feeling as if you barely slept, even after a full night in bed. If you have improved your daily habits and still feel persistently tired, it may be time to see a doctor. Pay attention to signs such as loud snoring, sudden weight changes, or a persistent low mood. The overlooked culprits. Sometimes, the most overlooked factors make the biggest difference. Even mild dehydration can reduce mental performance and cause fatigue. A late afternoon coffee can shift your sleep schedule later without you realizing it. Not moving enough during the day can make you feel even more sluggish. Research from the University of Georgia shows that regular, low-intensity exercise can boost energy by about 20%. Keeping your water intake up throughout the day, switching to herbal tea after lunch, and taking short walks can make a surprising impact. Even a few minutes of movement every hour can improve circulation and alertness. The Energy Blueprint. Now that you know the main suspects, poor sleep, chronic stress, unstable blood sugar, nutrient deficiencies, health conditions, and small lifestyle leaks, it is time to create your personal energy blueprint. Start by observing your patterns for a week and noting meals, moods, activities, and sleep. Address the obvious issues first, like optimizing your sleep environment, eating balanced meals, and staying hydrated. Have your nutrient levels checked and address any deficiencies. Add in stress management techniques and regular movement to support your overall well-being. Think of this as putting together the final pieces of a puzzle. Each small adjustment adds clarity to the picture of your health and gives you more control over your energy levels. Closing, the reveal. Fatigue is not a permanent condition. It is a puzzle with real, solvable causes. Every clue you uncover brings you closer to feeling clear-headed, energized, and in control of your life. The mystery will not be solved overnight, but the investigation begins the moment you decide you are no longer willing to accept exhaustion as your normal state. Picture yourself stepping outside into bright sunlight, taking a deep breath, and feeling awake and present. Your energy is your currency for life. Guard it, nurture it, and spend it on the things that matter most.